Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Vedangas. This is Amit, accompanied with my co-partner Sumit. So guys, in this video you will learn about the periodic tables and blocks for the subject of chemistry. So guys, before going to the explanation, please subscribe to our channel, like the video and press the bell icon for the latest notifications. Coming to the classification of periodic table, the periodic table is a tabular display of chemical elements which are arranged by atomic numbers, electrons, configuration and recurring chemical properties. The 7 rows of the table, called periods, and generally have a metal on the left and non-metals on the right. The columns, called groups, which contain elements with similar chemical behaviors. So coming to the arrangement of elements. The elements from atomic number 1 hydrogen through the organism have been discovered or synthesized, completing 7 full rows of the periodic table. The first 94 elements, hydrogen through plutonium, all occurs naturally, though some are found only in trace amounts N1. And the element 95 to 118 have only been synthesized in laboratories, nuclear reactors or nuclear explosions. And the synthesis of elements having higher atomic number would begin and 8 rows. Radioisotopes of naturally occurring elements have been produced in laboratories. Now the block classification. So in the periodic table, it is referred as block in the sequence in which the electron shells are filled. Elements are assigned to blocks by their valence electrons. And the S block comprises the first 2 groups, alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, as well as hydrogen and helium. The P block comprises the last 6 groups, which are group 13 to 18, and the D block comprises group 3 to 12 and contains transition metals. And also the F block often offset below the rest of the periodic table to begin around element 121. So now coming to electronic configuration. For S block, NS. For P block, NP. For D block, N-1D. And for F block, N-2F. The S block's element, it covers 2 groups. In group 1, the S block elements has only 1 electron in their s orbital. That is called the group 1 of alkali metals. And coming to group 2, the S block elements having 2 electrons filling their s orbital are called group 2 of alkaline earth metals. The electron present in an atom occupy various suborbitals of energy level in the order of increasing energy. The last electron of an atom may find itself in either of the S, P, D and F subshells. The elements of the atom having their last valence electron present in the S suborbital are called the S block element. Anomaly of this S block element is due to low atomic and ionic size, greater charge density, greater polarization and absence of d orbital. So now the chemical properties of S block elements. The atomic and ionic radii. In this, the size of the alkali metal S block is larger than other elements in periods. As the atomic number increases, the number of electrons increases with addition of shells. By moving down the groups, the atomic number increases, the atomic and ionic radius also increases. Now the ionization enthalpy. As we go down the group, the size of the atom increases, due to which the attraction between nucleus and electrons in the outmost shell decreases. As a result, the ionization enthalpy of the alkali metal is lesser than the other elements. And the next one, hydration enthalpy. As the ionic size of element increases, the hydration enthalpy decreases. In the smaller size of the ion, hydration enthalpy is high as atom has capacity to accommodate a large number of water molecules around it due to high charge or radius ratio and hence get hydrated. And the next one is physical properties of S-block elements. In this, the density of the alkali metal increases down the group, and the alkali metal having a low melting and boiling point due to the weak metallic bonding. So the last is diagonal relationship within S-block elements. In this, a diagonal relationship in S-block elements exists between adjacent elements which are located in the second and third period. For example, lithium of group A1A and second period shows similarities with the properties of magnesium which are located in the second group and third period. Similarly, properties of beryllium which are located in the second group and second period shows a likeness with properties of aluminium which is located in the third period and third group. The two elements which show similarities in their properties can be called a diagonal pair or diagonal neighbors. So guys, stay tuned for the next upcoming videos of other topics. So thank you for watching the video.